Hello everyone, and welcome back to Seeds of War's Web App tutorial series. Tonight we're going to be looking at, you guessed it, war, and specifically we're going to be looking at the quick resolution battle screen. So chapter 3 of the rulebook covers strategic movements and war game type battle resolution, but it also offers the possibility of a quickly resolved conflict. And that's what the web app excels at here. So to get started, we're of course going to go into a campaign. And once we get to our map screen, you'll remember that we have the 4 tabs or pages up top here. We have the map, timeline, faction, and there's a battle screen right here, but it's grayed out. We can't get to it. See? You must select a county with troops from at least 2 different factions in order to open the battle screen. So we click on a province or county. We go into armies. We can see that only Asteria is here. So we're going to have to move some troops into there. So go into the faction screen. We're going to take a look at, I think, Edula. Edula has some armies. We're going to grab all of them, go to the move, and we're going to move those to Asteria and into that Delindra province. Right there, move troops. You can see they say Delindra there, and in fact if we go into the map, we can see, we click on this again, and armies, we can now see that we have Asteria, but we also have some infantry from Edula. And sure enough, the battle screen is now white. We can click on it. So the battle screen is designed to be very visual. There's not much text or anything like that. It's very streamlined, and that's what we want. So we're going to grab these. You see up top here we have the faction bar here. If we had more than 2 factions, I should say, then they would all show up here. If we had 3 or 4, we can have them there, and we can just drag and drop them to the various sides that we want right there. And you can move them around if you want, however you like, or if you have 2 armies against 1, we can set that up. So let's take a look. As soon as we did that, you can see that it populates right here in the middle these unit cards, and they have some stats on them, a little picture if you have a graphic depicting what the unit is like. We have in the corner the coat of arms showing us who they belong to. We also have their offensive rating, their defensive rating, and their health points. Over to the side, it actually gives us an average offense and average defensive. You can see that these guys are at an 11 because they have mostly 10s and some 12s, and so it averages out to 11. Whereas this, all 12s, and so therefore they have a slight defensive advantage. Alright, so what else do these numbers mean here? Well, we have the order skill bonus. If you hover over pretty much everything here, it'll actually give you a little pop-up that tells you what they are. But first of all, we have the order skill bonus, and that's drawn right from the faction leaders' stats, their skill, and that's where that bonus comes from. We also have this little crown thing here. That's telling us how many characters are present for that battle. Now this is something a GM can actually modify, so say not all of the characters of one particular faction are there for the battle. We can actually just say we go down to that, and notice what happened there when I changed that. Now this side has 3 and this 2, and over here character bonus switched because these guys now have more characters, NPCs, etc., that are on the battlefield, influencing the outcome of the battle. So then we go over here and we actually have this little equation, and this is adding up the total bonuses that we get. So we have the skill bonus to start with, again from the character. We have the average offensive bonus, that's drawn from here. And then we have number of units bonus, we'll get to that in a second. Character bonus, they got that there, and that all adds up. Now unit bonus, that's simply how many units are on the field. These guys have slightly more units than do these, and so they have the advantage. If they had twice as many, then that would be a bonus of 2, or if they have overwhelming odds, then the bonus would go up from there. So we're just about ready to go here. We have all the stats, everything's ready to go. Now we can go up to these these buttons here. And before, when they were, if we pull this up here, we can't click on these because we don't have 2 different sides yet. See how nice and easy this screen is. So we have start battle now. We click that, we're into round 1. Alright, so we can go here to the dice roll, and as a GM we can input whatever the players roll for their dice roll. We'll say that these guys rolled an 11. These guys, let's say they were quite lucky, they rolled a 16. Hit the little save button, and now we have our bonus for round 1. And we can see that that added to this total right here. And if we go over here, we can now hit fight. And up until that point, we can always stop the battle right here. Stop battle. It'll go, are you sure? We'll discuss that in a minute here, but for now, we're going to go fight. Alright, so we see we've got some casualties. So each unit, as per the rules there, does a casualty check. And so we can see that these ones lost 2 hit points, 1 hit point, 1 hit point, 1 hit point. And we can go over and just see which units lost hit points there. Same with the winnering side. They fared quite a bit better. No units took damage there. So we can now go on to the next round, and we'll see what this looks like. Alright, we can see that this side, the losing side right now, has had those units taken away, so they're no longer involved in the battle, and so it's looking pretty good for this the blue side right now. Now if we wanted to cancel things, we can do that. We can just click off of this screen without hitting the stop battle. So say we just went back to map, loads back into the map, and we can click on that province again and see that we still have the same units there. That's because we just canceled out of the battle, nothing was changed. But if we go back in there, grab this again, we're going to start battle. We're going to just let's see, 12 and 9. Sure. Now we've actually got it a little more even. Actually, why don't we illustrate a draw? Totally even. We hit the fight button. Alright, now let's see what's happened. We've lost units on both sides. Looks like the blue side still took a bit more of a hit, probably due to its lower defensive rating. Now if we go on to the next round, we can see units are gone, and if we were to go again, we would again input rolls, like so. And we can keep on going until there's a clear winner, or we can just stop the battle anytime. Now this time when we exit out, we're going to stop battle. All units with no remaining hit points will be permanently removed. This is off of the game board. You sure want to end the battle? Yes. Alright. Now when we go out here, we're going to go back to here. Now when we check that, we're going to go out here and into the armies, and we can see that Adula suffered pretty heavy losses. They only have one of their infantry left. Let's go back into the battle screen once more. We can see now when we put these guys in, we have the updated units. Adula still only has that one. Now if we were to do another battle, let's say these guys were really motivated and they're pulling ahead. Right. They put up a heavy fight, but it looks like they still lost. Now we can also go like this. If you right click on a unit, we can remove them from battle, or perhaps we want to use a battlefield spell or something like that, some sort of intervention. We can reset hit points. And now these brave soldiers here that fought to the last man suddenly get a miraculous healing, and they are back up in fighting condition. And we see that they were able to eliminate the rest of the units there. So now when we go stop battle, yes, we go back out to the map. Go to Delindra, pull a sidebar, armies, and we can see just that one unit is left there. I hope this gave you a better understanding of the quick battle screen, how easy it is to use, and I hope that you have some fun battling your friends. Thank you very much. Have a good day.